Welcome, guys, to my Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 31 recap and review. We are back um, for a hopefully quick review of Tuesday's episode of Love Island USA. Not too much happened that episode. We had a girl stay out, which seemed kind of, in my opinion, like a reward for them completing their secret mission. So good on the producers for understanding what we like to see. And joining me to discuss Tuesday's episode is Miss T Joy. How are you, Miss T Joy?
I'm good.
And Danita, how are you, Danita?
Hello. Glad to be back. I missed the last one.
That's right. The last one. But I talked to you about the last one, so I'm like, it's like I didn't. You.
Like, you know I just wasn't here.
I thought. But did you want to briefly give a quick thought of what you thought about episode 30?
It'll probably come out as I'm talking about this episode.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the comments is Jessica.
Hi, Kayla. Hi, Kayla.
Thank you for. Yes, Kayla. We're glad to oblige. I'm trying to get this episode out before Family Day because I didn't want to talk about Family Day plus this episode for hours. So I'm sure we're gonna.
I think my only big takeaway from 30 is that I just feel like after a week becoming boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't know.
That's for
that's
Casey.
31. Hold on. Is that 30?
Or 31, whichever episode it was, the last episode, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, she was talking about the one you missed that we didn't recap. 30, the one before that.
Oh, that's this one that he made the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm mixing them up.
It's all becoming a blur. Okay.
It's all just one thing.
Time to wrap it up.
So like you said, maybe they'll come out while we're talking about it because I mean, honestly, most of 30 was kind of what we hear in this, and I'm gonna try to briefly synopsis most of them, but like where we left off at the beginning of 31 at the end of 31 is where we begin 30. At the end of 30 is where we begin 31, which is Dylan and Kenzie are still talking about their bullshit. And so 30 was like, we had like 4 or 5 different conversations with Dylan and Kenzie.
Oh my gosh.
And you're either going to move forward with her or you're not. And if you're not, then pack your bags and go because there's nobody else for you to be with.
Yeah,
but you don't want to do that. So make up with her and move on so everybody can be comfortable up in this piece.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to pack his bags and go tomorrow, but
right.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah. Because I didn't really see any votes for them.
I saw some because there were some Kira fans trying to sneak them in there. I don't know how that was going to work because I'm like, they're your direct competition, but okay.
Some Kira fans? That's what they call Casey and TT?
Yes.
Kira? Oh, really?
That don't make sense. Why is it Kira?
Well, her name is Tiara.
Oh.
And the K.
They go by that, so I would never put that.
It's whack. It's whack.
Yeah, that's
whack.
True.
Everything's whack about it. It's whack.
Yeah. I mean.
Not rocking that.
Right.
And I was honestly drained by it, and again, it continued.
Kenzie was too.
Very.
Yeah.
Kenzie's over it.
Well, I understand both sides of the aisle on that. We shouldn't have had 50 billion conversations about it.
Right.
You should have to keep getting a pep talk to go and tell her the rest of what you want to get off your chest. Just get it off your chest. Well, does Carl have to keep helping you out?
Right. That's whack. You are, and furthermore, you knew how she moved before you even came in the villa. You were able to watch her on your screen. You already knew how she was moving. Yeah. So don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, it's over. Because I was with you expressing yourself, but it shouldn't take 3 conversations for you to do it. Like,
Nope.
no, sorry.
Yeah. So we continue with the last conversation. Basically, Kenzie says, I'm all about you, but I don't know how to move on from this situation. We keep going in circles. And I said, yes, I see it. And Dylan says, I want to move forward and continue these things now. And I just feel like I have a bit of a weight lifted off my chest by her saying that, she's all about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, well, who else is she going to be about? Gall is gone.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, Dylan. She said that the last time y'all talked, she was all about you.
It hasn't changed.
And so he says, you're getting upset about this shows that you really care. And I'm just like, I continue to say, I feel like Dylan wants Kenzie to slap herself on the wrist. I'm sorry I did that. My bad.
Not.
That's that toxic behavior. Oh, if he don't get jealous, he don't love me type thing. You know what I mean? Like, you need somebody to get jealous to prove that they like you, or now he needs her to get mad to prove that she all about him.
Yeah. But what he don't realize is that Kenzie's just like, yeah, I did it. And like, that's kind of where she's at. She's like, I can't take it back. I was exploring. Maybe I didn't do it the right way, but that's how I explored. Got to move on. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Especially because most of it wasn't towards him. Like, the Gall thing does affect him, but everything else that happened was pre-you.
Pre him.
Exactly. And you already knew how I was moving.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like her intention was moving from Corbin until Corbin moved on.
I don't think she would have.
Right.
I think she would have maybe still explored because that's Kenzie, but she might have went back to Corbin.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I agree. Jessica says that I don't take Dylan seriously. He's just trying to create a story arc for himself. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a bit of game playing that I can't take serious. TA is here. TA says, hey, my favorite ladies. And the Emmy Award goes to Dylan.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that a lot of people do kind of see through it, that he is obviously just setting up for him to have more story time, for more screen time, by continuing to push these narratives when it comes to Kenzie. So, so while he makes valid points, I'm just like, I can't take you seriously, Dylan. Then we get a text. I forget who got the text, Kata. And it's a hideaway is now open to choose a couple to head to the hideaway. They all kind of hemmed and hawed. I was actually shocked. I don't know if it's that they the ones that haven't gotten a hideaway was like, should we say should
I think they didn't know at first. They were like
about something new.
Yeah.
The hideaway hadn't been open since episode 11.
Yeah.
So
and so obviously Kata and Zach weren't going to get it. So it came down to some other couples. Now, Dylan said, should we make our argument?
And you saw that woman opened her phone and roll her eyes. Nigga. Oh, excuse me.
And Dylan said, should we make our argument?
I forgot I wasn't just talking to y'all. I'm so sorry.
And Kenzie just shook her head and opened her phone.
Oh, because if Kenzie couldn't say the word, that was what came out.
Busting me out. Do you think I'm about to go in the hideaway and do something with you?
But you know that for Dylan, that don't stop no show. So I don't understand. She knows this. You know that
on that physical. Like, that's really the reason why he's still there, because
right.
He's that slam. So he's excited.
And according to some of these people, because they're so physical, that means people are made for each other. And I don't agree. But hey,
because you have good physical chemistry, don't mean you're supposed to be together.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, I actually would be okay with him saying this if I thought they were going to utilize the hideaway to actually have a conversation in private to themselves. But no, you just want the hideaway to fuck. So no.
You can just do that in the room with everybody.
That's why Trinity and Bryce ain't feel they needed it. They be like, we already been humping in the room.
Yeah, and they're like,
Trinity and Bryce humped once, and they ain't humped since. They barely making out either.
Right.
Not to say that I have a problem with them. That's not what it is. I'm not saying
Right.
they have to, but I'm saying I do think it's telling that they're just like, we did it once.
Yeah.
We didn't need it again.
They did something else in that bed the next night, though.
They did.
I don't know what. I don't know if it was fully, but they did something else.
I think it was more French fries. I have to ask my son if he understands what they mean by French fries. I should be concerned, but Hamden is here. Hamden says, "Hey, ladies, Dylan is ick personified, along with Bryce and Zach. Basically, white men equal ick. Hopefully, 2 of these losers are leaving tonight. I don't think they'll be leaving tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
And it'll probably be just one of them.
And it's probably just gonna be it. I'm gonna be honest because I voted for 2 of those.
I know.
I had to get
Unfortunately, I did have to vote for 2 of them, but it's not for them.
It's not for them, though. It wasn't for them. It was for my girls, right? They like it. I love it. Well, listen.
They like it. I tolerate it.
And wrong, so I tolerate it.
I tolerate it.
But I'm gonna be very vocal about how I feel about those
exactly.
Men. But again, like, you know, on the Vile Files, they brought up to Caleb how Zach and Bryce are acting with each other. And again, like, it's what I've been saying. It feels like very white boy frat shit. And Caleb says, well, that's how we act. And Nick agreed with him that's how they act.
It's so weird.
And I personally think it's weird, but I also think that it's not our culture, right? It's not our culture, which is why
all the POC men in there always look at them weird.
That's what I'm saying.
They all look at them like, okay,
why you
Caleb's the only one that's like, I get it. Which is why Caleb also was entertaining it, and Gabrielle to an extent too.
Yeah,
he was the only one, but yeah.
And also, I think it's very possible that's kind of like for Gabrielle, it's probably not too far culturally.
Because
they're very sexual.
Yeah,
they're very sexual forward, right? Because I mean, he even did a TikTok where he's like, when they do the Netflix documentary of why Brazilians are always sexually inclined or something like that, right?
Yeah, so he knows.
Alex is here. Welcome, Alex. Alex says, my mom asked me what French fries meant the other day and I froze. So telling me not to ask, you know?
Mine don't want
to have that conversation with your mom.
Maybe I'll ask my daughter that. But she don't watch the show, so maybe not. All right. Alex says, I have to go to work, but I needed to mention Casey's comment about TT being worthy of being his girlfriend. You are not the prize. We will get to that.
Mm-hmm. He is not the prize. You are right.
But what have you done to earn her?
Right. Nothing.
Joel is here. Welcome, Joel. Just I love your content. Thank you, Joel. So yeah, like, so I understood him making the play, Dylan, but a little slap on your wrist because no.
Mm-hmm.
But
also,
again,
I think for Dylan as well, looking at kind of how their journey has gone so far, each time they've had like a little tiff or a little disagreement, they end the night being sexual. So I also think for Dylan, he's just like, well, that's what we do.
Like, well, that's what we do. We go through this and then we make up in the bed, right? Isn't that the same?
Yeah.
Right. But you know, Zach is leading with his comment that he feels like it should be him and Bryce in the honeymoon.
I think he means that for real.
He did.
And
Bryce
he
was
did.
like,
You saw how upset he was that they didn't get the water park. So I can only imagine. But they choose by way of Trinity, Mel and Sincere.
Yeah.
And again, I find it funny that Trinity is so supportive of this Melanie and Sincere relationship, but nobody calls her out.
Nobody else has said a thing, have they?
No.
Since they've stopped, since they see that the other girls are supporting it, and now they can't just isolate it.
If it was Kate,
I haven't heard a word. I haven't heard a word.
Because it's Trinity, They have absolutely nothing.
Because some people did go after Kada for the Team Sincere thing. Like some
when
people,
Kada started
like,
doing
Anaya and Kada are birds. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I said nothing for Trinity, who told her to sleep in the bed with the man.
Yes.
Earlier,
that's the part that I disagreed with. Because I was like, it's obvious that Anaya and Kada have both said, well, no, we're Team Melanie, but if you're Team Sincere, we're going to be Team Sincere until you're not Team Sincere, then we're not. Which is what they said. But Trinity's like, no, you got to sleep in the bed with him. And I was like, no.
She didn't have
to. But,
yeah.
What you got? Hampton says our girl Trinity is in need of some holy water once she goes home to wash off the Bryce and Zach. Lord save our girl. Please give her some discernment from these freaks. Bryce and his chaplets. I mean, let us pray.
Our chap.
Dreadful Ruby is back, and Dreadful Ruby says Zach is way worse than Bryce for the comments from what we can see.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I think we've all said here that we definitely agree it's more Zach than Bryce.
Yeah.
Zach makes Bryce, like, not make him do things, but it happens. Yeah.
Correct.
Bryce is
but still,
he's very influenced, even though he's older.
On the wrist to Bryce for playing into it.
Exactly. Because you should be, like she said, you're the older one. You should do better.
Yes. That's what I said. Like, at some point, we have to just like Bryce, I get it. This is like white boy frat shit, but you are a white man now. So like you're 30 years old.
Yeah.
Give me a little growth. Give me a little maturity. I mean, but then again, he's with a 22-year-old, so maybe
that is true. That is true. I will give him his twos, and it does seem like he's put a little distance, not a lot, but a little distance between him and Zach. And I think it's just because, maybe him and Trinity are getting closer, and he's like, let me kind of focus on that.
I did read from a tarot reader. Now, I don't know where the tarot reader is from. I don't remember if it was Threads or X, formerly known as Twitter, that he supposedly he like Bryce and Zach's relationship is probably not going to be good when they get out of here. And I could see that, honestly.
Oh, really? I know we had seen, I think you had shared something where one of them had said that that Bryce was going to have a relationship that was going to start to change with somebody. Like, it didn't say who, but
people have said that.
Yeah, like the dynamics of the relationship was going to start to change. And at first we were like, well,
I do wonder if it'll start to change tonight.
Now it is.
With family night.
After
some feedback. Like, he getting you in trouble. Stop that bullshit. But we won't know. But I can see if the fact that it seems like Zach is such a game player comes out, and then he started targeting Bryce and Trinity, and then like it continued to seem like he was targeting Trinity. It might be like what we thought happened with Cordell and Kendall, where he came out, he was all good with what happened with Kendall on the show, and then he came out, and effectively it felt like people pulled him to the side and was like, no, what he did to your girl wasn't good. Like, don't fuck up your relationship with your girl over him.
And he probably saw some clips too and was like, all right, I get it.
Exactly.
Especially
it's cool. It's just not what it was in the
video. It was not what, especially we have a theory. It happened especially once Serena and Cordell visited Miami and visited his brother.
Because that's when the shit really.
Because that's when the shit started happening. Because we were like, he was good up until that point, and then all of a sudden it was like, ooh.
No more TikToks, no more nothing.
So I do wonder if that will happen. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I saw another card reader who was just like, they'll probably be friends, but she could see a shift. Like, it would be some changes in it between them. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Kay is here. Kay says, hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are doing good. It's almost over. It is almost over. We have 3 episodes left.
Yeah.
Well, that includes After Sun, which I'm not watching.
Or maybe
Well, so I do want to see what kind of shit Parmita and Corbin and
gotta say,
whoever goes home tomorrow.
Whatever the other, because they're gonna be bitter. Yeah.
Yep.
Just see what the vibe is.
Yeah.
Because people are mad that Corbin. Where's Corbin and Parmita? Why haven't we heard from them, guys? They've been in holding for After Sun. So they probably recorded After Sun either yesterday or today after the people got kicked out. Y'all are good. They're gonna be home by Monday.
I think somebody did say they're back on their phones though. I think
that's what I'm saying. So they either recorded it yesterday or today. So they probably got their phones back.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is true, but some girl did say Corbin like Snapchatted her or whatever. So.
Yeah, well that's the weird part because I don't think he could have gotten his phone back by the time. Yeah.
They said that was just him doing the Snapchats because somebody else commented and said, I can see those same Snapchats. That's just what he released to the public or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't like directly to her or something.
Okay.
Like they're saying he didn't do it directly to her.
I didn't look deep into it because I was just like, I haven't even heard from him talk yet on After Sun, so I didn't pay it much mind.
But she says it's almost over and I'm excited for Family Day. But first, my show starts tonight. So
girl.
And the show is BB, which again, not covered. If you came here because you found me and Miss T Joy when we covered Big Brother, I love you guys, and I'm still like a surface Big Brother watcher, but I cannot cover the show the way that they do live feeds now. Unfortunate.
But reality still cover some episodes. I might cover some episodes, but I don't know.
Yeah. So now, if Miss T Joy covers it on her channel, I will join her. I'll watch the episodes and join her. I'll read up on the live feeds and watch Taryn, and then I'll come and give my little thoughts here and there, but won't be heavily covering it on the channel.
No, I understand. It's a commitment.
Okay. It is a commitment. And yes, as Danita said, y'all can check out Chantel. I'm sure she'll be when she can on Rob Has a Podcast.
Yeah.
Mary is here at work.
Of course.
You didn't miss much. We just started with the episode 31. Hampton says I'm not buying the KC redemption arc, but he snapped me out of it with his worthy comments, and his red pill army waits on the outside. I agree. I
wonder what his mom and sister gonna say to him. Didn't it look like that was his mom and sister? Or some two ladies?
I think it's his mom. I don't know if it's his sister though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Mary says it's BTTM 3 couples.
The bottom 3 couples.
Bottom 3 couples. She feels Kata, Zach, TT, Casey, Kenzie, Dylan. I think that the other 3 would say Kata and Zach. We'll see if they even have a chance because usually they just let that bottom ride.
Yeah, like we saw season 6, they just dropped the final 2. It didn't matter what
yeah. So they might give us the bottom 3 and do like season 6 and be like, and the last couple who made the final is
Blue.
And they did Miguel and Leah, and everybody in the villa was shocked. We weren't really shocked.
Right. And neither was Cassie and Rob.
Yeah. Everybody else was shocked. Not
because they thought it was going to be Aaron and Taylor.
They did. Eva's here. Good evening, ladies. Mary says his red pill army is going strong. They sure are.
Yeah,
they really are, but they can go somewhere.
They could go. Moomoo's here. Moo says try definitely have been hunching more than once. Trinity hinted at it in the water park. Yeah, we know that. What we're trying to figure out, like, was it consecutive days, or was it like sometime we didn't see again? Like it looked like they weren't kissing, but then maybe they did something in the middle, like, kind of thing. Because it didn't look like they've been consecutively going at it, in my opinion.
Yeah. When we be looking over, it be looking like they sleep. Yeah.
So Casey, someone was looking crazy at Casey, and I couldn't tell who it was though, and it could have been his mom or his sister. Yeah. I can't tell who it is, honestly. I don't think it's his mom though. So yes, by way of Trinity, we get a Mel and Sincere throw into the hat, and they take it because Mel ITMs. I'm so heady. I'm actually so excited. I can't help it. And she starts singing "Clap Them Cheeks in the Hideaway." And I don't know if we're clapping cheeks, she says, in the hideaway tonight, but we're gonna do something. I was like,
Mhm.
okay. Mel and Sincere get ready, and Sincere says, I was born ready, and I'm nervous. And I'm like, okay. And Mel says, not about to do anything, but we do need time away to rebuild trust. And again, this is what I'm saying. The hideaway used to be doing for this.
Yeah,
like you go in there, you have your little conversations, you hit the hot tub, you have conversations, you plan stuff out, you spend time with each other, and you don't just fight.
Yeah. Eat
Yeah.
strawberries, the grapes, drink champagne, and
And
talk.
you have some conversations of like the outside world, and
Yes.
you get to if you want to.
And she does come down the stairs where Sincere's waiting and says, this will be a cute little sleepover. So she's setting the tone.
Yeah.
Don't be looking for nothing in this hideaway.
Well, that's what she's trying to get everybody else to think. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. She's setting the tone.
Right.
Everyone is excited for them, though. And then they walk into the hideaway and they open up the toy closet and they pop champagne. We haven't gotten to see, I think, the hot tub all season, which is unfortunate. I love the hot tub.
Kata and Zach
they were in it. Kata and Zach,
they were in it. And that,
that's
again,
when he said he missed. That's when he said he missed Bryce, and she was
like, and she was like, "Why are we talking about Bryce?"
Right.
That was in the hot tub.
My 4 times speed must have hit past that because I was like,
yeah, they got in it.
Ladies, Bryce is 30 years old, so his age probably means that he needs breaks. Can't handle back-to-back days. Now, I wish he was called Grandpa. Never making it a fan. Listen, fair.
Not can't make back-to-back. Now, in your 30s, you should still be able to do back-to-back now.
Okay. But again, let's work it out. You might not have the stamina.
He might
not. He is a little lanky.
I'm with him. I'm with him.
Might
this
not
might
have
be
He might be a bunny rabbit, and he might be a turtle child. That turtle
Girl,
child.
we in trouble. If you already at 30 and I'm just 22 and you ain't got the stamina, we in
trouble.
Mary says, when I turned 30, my back didn't start hurting. I can't
But no, it do, especially you go to the gym. One wrong move, you out for a week.
I'm telling you, wait till y'all get to y'all 40s. I wake up, me and my friends got a group chat, like, what's hurting today? Okay?
You gotta wake up slow once you hit your 40. Like, you know, when they tell you, like, you know, that slow wake up, you know, you wake up, you drink like some warm water by your bed. That's what you gotta do when you can't just be jumping up like that.
No, you can't jump up. It ain't no more jumping up.
I do that. If I jump up too fast, the room starts spinning.
Yeah. That's me.
The people be wondering why I'm still in my bed for like an hour. Like I have to give myself like some time.
Yes.
Mary says, yeah, even sneezing hurt after.
Yes. And you gotta have a fan on when you get dressed, because when you start going through perimenopause, you sweating, even getting dressed. You're like, is it hot in here?
No, I am not ready for that. I already run hot as is. I am not.
Too, so that's what I'm saying. It's been a rough year.
Yeah. Now Kay says that my heart is breaking for her, y'all. And Kay, I understand, but Mel is where she wants to be, guys.
She
so
is happy, and I'm telling you, she's not gonna leave that man. Every card that we see,
just think of yourself at 24, 25. Sometimes you have to learn the lesson for yourself. No matter how much somebody says it to you, you have to actually have them learn the lesson from experience. Although I did read one tarot reader's card and they said that they might be the one that there's the baby that comes out.
I mean, I wouldn't believe
I wouldn't be shocked.
I also think that we have to also remember when Melanie was telling us about her exes and how she said that, you know, everything's going good and then they kind of just get bored or annoyed or whatever of her. Sincere is not. So there's also that other layer of like, no matter what I do, he's coming back. He's still here. So why not keep trying?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
She should.
Kay says 30 should you should be able to get your groove 2 days in a row, but when you hit 40 plus, baby, we can't roost it like we.
Bryce should still have energy. He should. He don't seem like it, but he should.
It does. He should. Now TA feels that Melanie is gone when it comes to Sincere. That is a wrap.
Yes,
For sure.
That's what we're saying.
I mean, we saw that earlier in the season when she said he up there kissing Soul, and I'm gonna still go back. That was
she told him.
She told him she was gonna always be like this, which is why the girls stopped being like, leave him.
Yeah. And y'all are blaming the girls, and nobody's blaming Sincere. And people like Joyful blaming Sincere. Nobody's blaming Melanie.
Yeah.
And I understand it, but also at some point we have to take accountability for what we do to ourselves. You can't just blame everybody for the bad advice that they give you, or everybody for
because Melanie needs therapy, just like we said. Sincere needs therapy. She needs therapy also.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, put all of them on couches.
Right.
All of them. Honestly,
especially after this, they gonna do a documentary, Surviving Love Island. Everybody
we need a Surviving Big Brother doc.
Yes.
We need a Love Island doc.
Surviving the Bachelor.
Surviving the Bachelor doc. Yeah. But anyway, let me produce it. I'll be good. Kay says, I totally agree. Mel has to see it for herself, and I'm sure her eyes will be open once they leave the villa. Her eyes will be open, but I still think that she's going to step back and do it.
It might be that couple at the reunion that's like, yeah, we're still together.
Yeah, she's going to stay with him.
I'm his girl.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I think her eyes are open, and she's choosing to stay. It's not like she's turning a blind eye. She's looking right at it in 4K on the screen, and she is still deciding to stay.
Yeah. Mary says that she's glad that we got a light season after both season 7 of the US and and Australia. I needed a break. I'm gonna be very honest. I agree. Now there are people online saying this is the worst season ever, and they say they've been OG watchers. I don't know what OG watchers mean.
There's no way you're an OG watcher and you think this season is the worst. There's no way.
They think this season is worse than last season?
Yeah.
I mean, and what's like season 1? Mind you, season 1 is still worse for me than this.
Yeah, that's still the worst season.
Yeah.
So that nobody can top season 1 for being worse, in my opinion, so far.
Yeah.
But they think this is the worst season, not last season. Last season was the worst season for
1,
me.
7, 5, all worse than this season.
Now you can tell people about 5 because some people think 5 is
amazing.
5 then 6 to some people. 5 then 6.
Nah, I put this. I'm going to wait until it finish, but right now it's sitting under 3 for me.
Me too.
Right. Same. That's why I said I couldn't figure out if I was putting it above 4.
Same.
But now I'm just like, you know what? The way this is going,
above 4.
It's probably above 4 for me. It's definitely
a better finale.
I think it's above 4 because of the core 4. I think that's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The friendships, the fact that we are going to get a final 4. That I'm like, I'm invested to see after this season what happens to the final 4. I don't believe all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm invested to see what happens. Invested to see what happens. And Joy Ruby said it. There are way worse UK seasons too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And Jessica also agrees that this is definitely not the worst. This season might be making it in my top 3, and I can understand that. I can understand that. We'll discuss this later. So Bryce and Trinity chat and say last after the hideaway doors close. And so Bryce says, I just feel like and honestly, I'm gonna be very honest. I've been slapping Bryce on the wrist because I'm like, we have not gotten any heartfelt conversation from Bryce and Trinity, and we finally got one.
I said that to Miss T Joy. I was like, this should have been the episode I feel the girlfriend boyfriend should have happened for Trinity and Bryce.
Correct.
Right.
Because I would have believed it more.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. He did it too soon.
Yes. TA also agrees. Season 1 will always be the worst. Season 5 and 7 are worse for me. See,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be very honest.
Right there with us, TA. Right.
Season 5, I get you. If you like drama, just like season 5 of the UK, I understand why season 5 is good to you, maybe even best. I do not like how season 5 played out. And
No.
while we do have 2 couples currently engaged from season 5, I don't like the fact that, one, we had no monoracial black person in that finale.
Exactly.
None. 2, I don't like the fact that Leo got to make it to the finale after fucking all that.
After
He did. He didn't make, and I voted for him.
And I voted for him, but I'm just saying.
I
I'm
did not vote for him.
I
Just off of principle.
voted for him because I'm like, well, damn, if you're gonna let him into the finale, I'm gonna vote for
I
him.
might as well vote for the man.
Yeah. I knew Bergie and them wasn't gonna win, but I voted for him.
Yeah, I didn't even waste a vote on them, and then I was never voting Carmen and that other dude. So
Never.
I mean, even though they lasted pretty long,
they did last for a minute. They did.
I was
that was like Tasha and Andrew for me, though. Like Tasha and Andrew lasted for a while longer than I thought, but still, I was never gonna vote for them.
Same. I would have never voted for them either.
So they chat, and he's like, I feel like what we have is so special. It's like every time like I see you, I just like want to be right next to you no matter what. And like even when you're in the kitchen, I'm like, what the fuck is she doing over there? No. Hamden, you're making a mistake here. Hamden says, sorry, Mika, but this made me feel nothing. I'm just a staunch Bryce hater. My heart is ice cold. And I feel like these two just recycle conversations. I like you too, unseasoned Bryce. No. I didn't say I felt it.
They do recycle.
This is all facts.
There's no buzz.
There's no buzz in this conversation. I'm just saying I needed this conversation. I needed it to happen. It like on camera because it hadn't been happening on camera. That's all I'm saying.
And it might have flowed better because it is recycled, but I was just saying it flowed better than usual.
We finally heard him say, like, this is what I like from you, and her say, this is what I like from you. Like, we finally got some dialogue again, recycled dialogue from other conversations brought together.
Exactly.
But we finally got a full conversation.
Correct. We actually had flow through. That's all I'm saying. That's
right.
So
don't start.
I made sure to take this whole conversation down just for you, Mary. So and Trinity says, I really feel the same way. Like you're working out this way. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna watch. It's like, you're gonna watch Bryce work out? Okay.
Again, he ain't got no stamina, girl. What we doing?
He don't even do nothing.
He don't do nothing. Them little arms.
Bryce says, yeah, it's like I just feel like I just want to put like all my time with you. And I'm like, good to hear. Hopefully this is the same when y'all get out. Trinity says, you make me really happy. And Bryce says, yeah, you make me happy too. Trinity, I do. And Bryce says, I legit think that day when we came back from Casa, it was like the most joy I felt in like so long, like actual pure joy. Trinity, shut up. Bryce, I've like never been like this speechless. And I was like, but this is a whole speech. So you're not speechless. Trinity says, I don't feel I feel bad. No, not I feel bad, but like I feel stuck because we live across the country from each other. I say, yes, now nitty gritty. Let's go. That's what I need. Mm-hmm. And Bryce says, oh, we'll figure it out. I feel like you're not going to be in Virginia.
You're not going to stay in Virginia because he knows that after the show, she's going to move.
She'll blow up.
To LA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so that is what I got from the rest of the conversation. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
you know that y'all are a big deal.
Yeah, he knows.
And I'm like, but listen, what if it's not LA? What if she needs to be in New York? You still need to act like
y'all might still have some distance.
Right.
What if your DJing takes off?
Right. And you need to be in Vegas. Back in Vegas with your peeps. And he's like, but Trinity says me neither. So she also agrees that, she got hype. She about to come out to something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree, girl. You about to come out and be it. Can he stand it? Is going to be the question I've always said.
No, he's too insecure for that.
Yes, right. Because even if we believe what he says in this conversation, he's like, she needs to be right up under him. Although we see the same thing with Carlin and Naya. Again, these cancers are like, so
I told you.
They're there.
Clean.
They're there.
Them water signs.
I'm saying, even if I believe this, not saying I feel it. I'm saying, even if I believe this,
they believe it.
Are you going to be able to stand the heat?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Because I feel like, unlike Carl, Bryce is a lot more insecure.
Right. Carl is secure. And Carl is going to have his own thing that's going to fulfill him. But he going to make sure when she come to Denver, he going to have a whole itinerary plan. He going to make sure he's done all his schoolwork. And he going to have everything laid out. And his whole attention is going to be on her. And he going to make sure he take flights too. Carl is just a different. Yeah. He just different. You see what I'm saying? It's just different.
So Bryce says, it's not like I live in like somewhere that you not gonna need to be. All right, guys. We read between the lines.
We do. Also, I will say, because of how Casa went and Anaya like not picking him and then him coming back with our vote and all that other stuff, they've kind of dealt with some things, like how to get through that stuff. Bryce and Trinity ain't really dealt with nothing.
No, nothing.
So there's also that.
There is. There's something to be said about, like I said, I think for what Anaya and Carl want to do, what I think they're going to want to do, which they do say it in this episode, but even before they said it, what I thought was going to basically happen coming out of this show for them, they needed that pause because she needed to cleanly end whatever was going on with her and Casey.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
She would have never been able to give him full attention.
Yeah, I don't think that she would have be able to fully give not that Carl's insecure, but him to believe her.
Right, absolutely.
In the way that she needed him to believe her, that it was just him.
Yeah.
And she didn't have that clean cut. So yeah. But Trinity says a 6-hour flight, which is perfect. It's like, yeah, I mean, you're gonna be rich enough, Trinity. You got it. Bryce says, yeah. And Trinity says, no, I feel the same way. Bryce ITMs to us that I feel like coming out of this place, everything's like going in our favor. It's like, now which producer talked to you, Bryce? Like, we always deal with fights super well. It's like, y'all fight?
We never see
Can we see that?
Please.
We're both empathetic towards each other's feelings. And I'm like, fair, but also you could say that it's like settling because of each other's feelings. Because do I really feel like Trinity likes Zach and Bryce's jokes?
Nope.
No.
And like, if you can't have that, then you really can't like do anything. And while I do agree with him with this, like, this is how it should work. You need to be able to work through your arguments. You need to be able to care for each other's feelings and take them into account. Again, the outside it's going to be a totally different bag. And to just kind of shove off that it's going to be easy. You're going to move to LA. You're going to be famous and it's all going to work out in our favor. I think it's doing y'all a disservice if I'm to take that this is all truly the case. What do you guys think?
No, I agree. I feel like, unlike the conversation that we see later on with Anaya and Carl, who I feel like were optimistic, but also realistic in certain things, I feel like Bryce and Trinity's conversation was just optimistic straight through. And it's like, well, we're going to still have some things to overcome if we want to be together, not just the distance, because you also have the social media of it all. You also have what Bryce does not let us forget. He's not her type.
Right.
You have a lot of family and friends and blending different groups together. Like, you have a lot that might come with it on top of popularity that both of you may or may not get. So
yeah,
they got to also think about that. And I'm not sure either of them is really thinking about that.
Right.
No. Now, Joy for Ruby feels like they are very into each other. I just don't think it is for her long term. That's how I agree. If I'm taking what they're saying at this point, that they like each other, they're into this. I just can't see how it's going to work long term. And honestly, it's less to do with the distance and more to do with his insecurities. And then her age.
You add the age.
Yeah. And then her age, right? Yeah. And so Mary feels like once Trinity gets him a better wig, you're going to come to this side, and I just don't feel like that. I just don't feel like
Mary, please.
I just don't feel that. Mumu says the producers haven't shown their deep conversation, and Trinity has said multiple times they have deep conversation. They can talk about anything. Same with Bryce. Yes, I understand that, but this is what I need more of.
Yeah, like we have to see. I mean, I feel the same way with Casey and TT. Like they can say all day that,
and I do think they're compatible. I think they're totally compatible.
Yeah, and compatible in all these things, but we never see any conversation.
But
so
we still get
I don't believe that color adds into each other.
Yeah, we get the same recycled statements and back and forth. So I'm just saying,
it's so deep that after 5 days y'all or 6 days y'all want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, we'll get to that part too. So Trini says, I'm so happy. Bryce, yeah, me too. I mean, and I feel like this has been them since like what, week 2. I'm so happy. I'm so glad it's me and you. I'm so
you. Yes.
Yeah.
And then they kiss. And so Trinity, you just redid my lip color. Bryce, no, you just redid my lip color because we know he wears makeup. So Carl takes Anaya to say lesson. As we say less is to Karnaya, as Soul Ties is to Nicolandra. Yeah. As which spot do we want to say is Serena and Cordell's? Is it
the beach chairs that are right at the stairs
on the balcony? Yeah, that's the spot. And so it's pretty much exactly like. Oh well, they also gave them the dock though.
Well, they gave it to them because of what happened.
But all their best conversations
were over there.
We're up there.
Yeah.
So on the Sunday. So it's pretty much exactly like the Hideaway, just a very different type of beats. It's like, all right, Ian.
Okay, Ian.
So Anaya says, oh, do these have meaning? Now, people had saw in her photos from that night that she was wearing Carl's beads, and they saw his beads on his social media, and they're like, oh, Anaya's wearing his beads. So at some point he must have gave her the beads and we hadn't saw it. Now we saw it. And
Carl's like, cut it out of order because when she was eating the pear, she already had them on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we saw the conversation after eating the pear.
Exactly. And Carl says, yeah, here you can take it off, and he allows her to unravel them, and then he kind of like, as he's discussing, he slowly wraps them around her. It was so sweet. Carl says, so yeah, it's one band, and there's 108, and they're called Malas, and basically they're Buddhists, so they're Buddha beads. Which is very, if you don't know Chinese culture, they're very ingrained in Chinese culture. If you watch a lot of C-dramas like I do, sometimes they're very intricate into the storyline. And Anaya says, I love it. Now, some people are saying, oh, well, how is this going to work? He's Buddhist and she's Christian. And I'm like, well, depends on what he feels about being Buddhist. Some people, for Buddhism is a religion, right? And there's part of it that is very religious. And then they are vegan. There's some parts of Buddhism that is very religious. I feel like you could say the same thing for if you're Jamaican, like Rastafarian. There's some Rastafarians that are very religious, but some it's about culture, right?
Yeah.
And so for other Buddhists, it's not about necessarily religion, it's about culture. It's about the thought process of reincarnation, karma, those kinds of things are actually more in Buddhist culture. Meditation, that's why some people who are Christian don't believe in meditation, because it actually is a Buddhist ritual to meditate. So it's things like that people, they understand parts of the culture. They don't necessarily understand other parts of the culture.
Yeah. And I think when he explained it, he said, it's from my culture, Chinese culture. A lot of Chinese culture, a lot of people are Buddhist. And I don't remember him saying, I'm Buddhist. It was like he was explaining to her the culture. So for them to just say, how is that going to work? You don't even know that he's Buddhist. He was just trying to, because we know that he came into accepting his culture later in life. When he was young and in school, he tried to be more westernized and deny his culture. And
right.
so
And
then
which
when
makes
he's like,
sense because he is partially white.
right, exactly. And he
Makes a
only
lot of
focused on that part when he was growing up. And so it
right.
wasn't until he got grown that he really started. So I think he's just trying to explain to her about the
Mhm.
bees. And I think people just take one thing out of something and they'll just blow it up and just
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
because
people are more like, oh, I need to be with somebody who's the same. If they are religious, be with somebody who's the same religion. But some aren't. I mean, granted, it's a little bit different. But like my grandfather was Catholic, my grandma was Christian, and
Christian.
neither of them converted to the other person, like ever. He still wore his rosary to the day he passed away. Prayed
Yeah.
to Mother Mary. Like it did not switch. He would go to church with my grandma
Mhm.
and sit with her in church, but he still had his own rituals and things that he did that was traditional to Catholics, and she had hers, and they made it
And
work.
it's again, rosary is similar to the Buddha beads. So there are some people who will they put the rosary on in their car. They walk around with their
yeah.
rosaries, but they are not. They don't identify as Catholic anymore. They identify as Christian or non-denominational or
Yep,
something
they
else.
just still have it.
But they still have their rosary because that's ingrained in like Italian culture,
Exactly.
Spanish culture, right? Like that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. And somebody had to point out because I saw a lot of people commenting on this one thread. Somebody had to point out, well, KC is Muslim, so
Apparently, he's Muslim and
it's
TT's
Christian
Christian.
and Muslim is and
So it was
TT.
going to be the same thing if she stayed with KC, like
Exactly.
a different religion.
Yeah. Jessica says, do you think they already included the mala beads combo, or did we bully them to add the combo? Either way,
I don't know.
I'll take it. Either
Sometimes
way,
they just,
sometimes bullying works. So hey, Mary says it's not the same. It's not the same. Been Buddhist and American than deep countryside of China. Explain. Explain.
I think she's saying it's not the same. Like,
He's
oh,
saying it's
like
not the same. People who are over here
here
who
kind
practice
of
being
do
Buddhist,
the
it's
religion a
not
little bit
the same.
different than those still in
Oh,
China.
so like it erodes a little bit because they're not actually on the mainland.
Yeah,
Also
probably.
very fair.
You know,
So Carl says yes, it connects me to like culture. Now he said not to his religion, but
Yeah.
to culture, and it's a good way to keep me in the moment. Because again, I said Buddhism includes a factor of meditation, keeping yourself grounded.
yeah.
So I get
Staying
that.
centered, staying calm, all that stuff.
Yeah. Anaya says that's good. You always have to think positive. Like I feel like I'm just so blessed and grateful that you are by my side.
So
And
sweet.
Carl says, I'm really happy that we got a second shot. And Anaya says, yeah, I agree. And Carl says, yeah. So what do you think, like out of here, what do you think that would look like? Now, as Bolt said earlier in the show, Amara's off her client list or their client list because she was saying that Carl didn't make Anaya work to get him back
Sweat enough. Mhm.
and sweat enough. And we knew that man was not going to do that because again, when he walked in and Dylan said that he had to have her make breakfast for him, he ignored him because again, like what do you
When he came in for Casa, he straight came in for Anaya. That's who he wanted then, and that's who he still wanted.
Yeah. So I don't know what she's talking about, but good to know that Anaya is still getting the princess treatment that we hoped for her. That's why we sent him back in.
Exactly.
Jessica says you could tell Anaya was a little surprised that Carl asked about the ice outside. I think she didn't want to assume anything, but she was hopeful. He seemed nervous to ask as well. They're cute together. I agree.
Yes, I agree too.
Did
Did you see the way her face lit up? She was like,
Mhm.
it was like she just thought to herself, oh my goodness, I've been thinking about this and I didn't want to say anything, but now you're thinking about it too. Like, could we really do this? Could this really work? Like, I'm so
And I can understand her being tentative because honestly, after the KC was I'm coming to Georgia conversation,
just to turn around and choose
just
somebody
to
else.
turn around and do what he did to her, to be with somebody in Fresno, near Fresno, right? Like, I mean, fair that it's like I'm gonna let him bring it up if he wants me in the way that I want him. I'm gonna let him pursue
Also,
me.
between the two of them, he has more of a set plan in life.
Yes.
Like on what he needs to do next. She does not. Like, I'm sure if she was like, hey, mom and dad, I'm leaving the company, I'm moving to LA, they'd be like, go forth and be great, baby girl.
Or I'm gonna work out of LA.
Yeah, remotely.
Because she can do
I don't know. I think she might, if she pops, I think she's leaving. But she could.
I mean, she could still work for the foundation in LA, honestly.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about in the role that she's currently in. I don't think she would still be in that role.
Well, leading marketing, maybe not, but still doing stuff for the marketing department of their foundation. Absolutely.
But I can see her not being in that leadership position if she's traveling and doing a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
So he does say, what do you think, like out of here, what do you think that would look like? And Anaya says, with me and you. And he says, yeah. And Anaya says, oh, well, it would be so cute if we could meet up in Nantucket. Now, if you don't know Nantucket is in Massachusetts, in Boston. It's a little like coastal town, similar to Martha's Vineyard, which is outside of New York. And so very cutesy, very rich. But apparently Carl's family has a house in Nantucket. And so she's open to meeting up in Nantucket. And Carl says, I'll come up to Nantucket.
Yeah.
And so Carl says, that's close to Georgia. And I was like, nope, it's
no.
It's close to me. And it's still 4 hours from me. And I live in Jersey.
Right.
So no. But I thought that was funny.
They gotta take a plane and a ferry. Come on.
Yeah. No, and so then she's like, well, I mean, Carl says, well, it's closer than Denver. And again, no, it's not. Because from Georgia to Nantucket is like a 6-7 hour flight, like you said, flight and ferry. From Georgia to Denver, straight.
Probably like a 2.5 hour flight. Yeah.
Yes. So they actually good in Colorado, actually. She wants to, I'm like, shoot, if she moved to LA, even better.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I said, yeah, it's closer than Denver. It is not. I wouldn't even mind going to Denver. And I'm like, yes.
Hello.
I want to learn how to ski. And Carl says, oh yeah, I can teach you. Okay, that's good. And then I says, oh yeah. And Carl says, that's good to hear. No, because I was a little nervous, a little bit hesitant, because I had to be in Denver for at least 3 more years for PT school. That's hard when you're in 2 different states. And I was like, oh, my man is going back to his job.
Yeah, I mean, his best friend had kind of posted about that already. That's his goal. So when he said that, I wasn't surprised to hear it.
Yes. And Naya says, well, would you be like open-minded for that? And Carl says, I've tried distance in the past. It is tough. And
that's why they broke up.
Yes, and it is hard. I do wonder where his ex lived.
I don't know.
But again, like I feel like with Anaya and Carl, the benefit is both of their families are affluent enough that and after this, they're going to each have their own money themselves. Right. Because I'm also hearing people saying, well, Carl and Anaya shouldn't win because they both have money and it's not fair. No, I don't get. I've already told you guys, their parents are rich. I don't give a damn about that.
Right.
They're just there.
Yeah. Can they get it? Can they ask for a spot? Yes.
Are they in the wheel? Duh.
Yeah. but it's not their money.
It's not their money. And so yeah, I think distance does work, though, Carl says. And if both people have their lives together, we can kind of grind and grow together, kind of deal. And I said, perfect, because that is what we've seen people like Bergie and Taylor do, right? Because Bergie did the same thing. He went to I don't know if it was PT school, but something similar, and he had to go back home to where he lives, and she was out in Texas working at her day job.
Yeah, and they're still long distance now with his next part. He's in Texas, but they're still not in the same city.
Oh, he moved to Texas?
He got placed in Texas.
Yeah, I think he's finished with school
Gotta get
because
his
I always
residency.
said, yeah. So I
Yeah.
always said that I felt like once he got his residency, he would propose to her, and then they would move closer. So I'm not surprised he probably requested somewhere as close to her as possible.
Yeah, it's
And
still she still gotta drive. She gotta get to or fly.
yeah,
But she was like, good news, he's in Texas. Bad news is not where they at, Dallas. She's like, it's not
uh,
Dallas.
yeah. So I do wonder if he if once she like her lease is up, if she will move.
I don't know. I
Honestly.
feel like they really like
Is
Dallas.
this new job remote? Because she just got a new job, remember? Like, because she hadn't had a job and she was applying for all these jobs.
Yeah,
And
I
she
don't
was
know.
celebrating probably like last month how she just got her a big girl job making big girl money. Something with HR talent.
Well, yeah. So she lost the job, but did she get a new one?
Yeah, she got a new job.
Okay, so that's good. So then, yeah, if she got a new job, then they're just. But it's still closer than what they probably were.
Yeah.
I would rather drive than have to fly
Yeah.
back and forth. Like you can see each other. Honestly, if you're 2 hours, you can see each other at least every other day, rather than
Every other
It's
weekend.
a
I
little
ain't driving
different.
2 hours every other day.
Where's she at?
uh, but
I know some people could do it. I know I'll just be like, I'll see you on the weekend.
and can I also have a conversation about the fact that people keep using Cordell and Serena, and then Leah and Miguel talk about, well, they were long distance. No, the fuck they weren't. I don't know how many times I can say
Miguel
this.
was only gone.
Distance. None of
Miguel
them
was
were
only
long
gone for that
distance.
first month, and then he stayed after that.
Yeah.
And then Cordell and Serena, they were
long.
always just together. She said we were maybe not together for like a week,
Yeah.
and that was just them traveling for work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would come stay with her, and then he got his own apartment.
Yeah.
They were never not together. So
Exactly.
I need people to stop using misinformation because people then think that this situation is easy. It's not easy. I
No,
will
it's
credit anybody who's able to successfully do this, because I think even Hannah and Marco, there was a little bit of a distance factor, and then she once she was out of school, she moved to him, and then they
Yeah.
moved to PA. So I mean, at some point, you do have to close the distance. Right now, we see Nick and Alandria are very heavy long distance, and she has said recently that it's a lot sometimes, like that they just don't
So
see each
busy.
other.
Yeah, because her love language is quality time. So
Yep.
Which is
you
my
know,
love
but
language.
she
That's
wants
why
to
I said
get the bag, but they want to get the bag, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
correct. So I do think the biggest factor for Carl and Anaya is, one, they have enough affluence in their families for this not, like, even just starting out, for this not to be a hardship. Two, they're probably going to make enough money off of the show because he does have his own fitness business. He can continue doing that while he's in school, and she as well. We know she's going to pick up some brand deals and participate. I know you people don't think that that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. It doesn't matter how much followers she comes out of this with. It will happen for her, because just simply for the fact that she's probably going to be either the winner or the runner up on this show.
Right.
And if she has enough, like we said, enough that she's just like, you know what, mom and dad, I'm out of the foundation, and she goes off on her own, she's gonna have a lot more free time that she can be more with Carl to work on the distance while she's also traveling and doing other stuff for her own branding. So honestly, they're gonna have the best of both worlds. My thing with Trinity and Bryce is, she's gonna be able to do all of that. Will he be able to be okay with her being able to do all of that and not being there with him? Like, is he going to be busy enough? Because again, what Carl is saying here, like, we're going to grind the growth, meaning we're all going to be individual and have our own sets of things to do. But when we come together, we're going to be able to come together. And I'm just concerned that Bryce is going to not be able to handle not being away from Trinity if she is not able to just move to LA.
Especially because he seems a bit codependent, yeah.
He does. And so she agrees. And she ITMs. Honestly, every time I chat with Carl, it just makes me feel like he's just out of a fucking movie. I was like, I know, that's why we sent him to you.
Yeah.
And like, where do you find a guy like this? He's just like real and personable, and I just see a future with him genuinely. And honestly, I love that she does see a future with Carl.
Yeah.
Because I was concerned that she wouldn't be able to get there, but based on how they're moving physically and what I see from both of them in conversations, I am happy that one, we sent Carl back in, but two, that they have actually made those leaps. Because honestly, she could have let the KC thing really just held her back from moving forward in this proper right.
Side note: Taylor is in McKinley, Texas.
Okay,
Virgie got placed 6 hours away.
got it.
He moves in February.
McKinley is near Fort Worth.
I think so, somewhere over there.
Yeah.
But he's 6 hours away.
Yeah.
So still
that's, yeah. I mean, so that's
can't get go the weekend.
Yeah,
Can't be a quick trip, but yeah,
they'll figure it out. Listen, they did it. Listen, at least they're in the same. Yeah, at least they're in the same state, and maybe she could do some remote work and then just stay by him.
Maybe.
And so she says he checks every single box, and I cherish that and continue to grow our connection even outside of here.
Big Brother's
Carl does say about the Buddha Beast that it looks good on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you think so? He said, yeah, there you go. And she's like, oh, it's tight. I love it. And Carl says, yeah. Then they kiss. I love this conversation. Honestly, this is what I'm looking for other relationships, and not, oh, I'm so happy to be here, or, oh, you know,
tough combos.
Right.
I need them to have the tough conversations.
It's about time last week.
Yes. Jessica says, unfortunately, some people cannot understand the concept of when a man really likes you. Carl just wanted to know Anaya was fully in it with him. He didn't need to make her grovel for making a mistake. Exactly. Because he's a man.
And he exactly, because even after it just happened, even when he was fresh on feeling rejected, he still took up for her. When they were trying to down her in that green, like in that little hut they were in while they were making them wait or whatever, he was like, no, she had a hard time and she was trying, and no, I'm not mad at her. You know what I'm saying? He understood.
Yeah. Eva says Big Brother is on. If you're leaving to go watch Big Brother, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be back for episode 32, and then come back.
I know that in 30 minutes, Love Island's about to come on. We know. We trying.
We trying. All right. Jessica also says, shout out to Carl, a man that is going back to work and not sitting on these podcasts. Please and thank you.
Yeah, just go back to work. Go back to work.
A man with a job on Love Island. What?
Exactly.
And Mary says it. The top girls always get brand deals, right? Like even our past top girls from Love Island have brand deals. They might not have 6 and 7 style brand deals, but even people from 7 don't have the brand deals that 6 got. In my opinion,
right?
It's only a sprinkle of them.
So yeah. Back in the hideaway, Melon sits here chat and cuddle and make out. Did you have any thoughts on this? Anything that
I like that they kind of cut it short, like editing cut it short. So I am wondering if they did talk a lot.
I do think they did.
Yeah. I think they did talk a lot.
I think they talked a lot.
I think that was their purpose.
How it was cut. I was like, this is giving y'all was trying to cut around
them talking, and I'm fine with it. Like that is what I need them to do. That's how you're supposed to use the hideaway, in my opinion, because that's the only time when these motherfuckers ain't around that you can have a conversation that you really want to have. And if the producers show it, the producers show it.
Yeah. And also I mean, I thought it was funny how she was like kind of nervous, and she was like when you go to the guy's house for the first time and you're sitting on the side of the bed. And
it was so relatable when she said that, because we all been there. When
it was so relatable, but there's some people online who feel like that was her body like rejecting what her mind doesn't want
No,
to
it's called
acknowledge.
being nervous. The first
And
time
I
This is the first time that they were away from
By
everybody,
themselves.
alone by themselves, and nobody could barge in, bombard.
Yeah. I'm sure that first like night for the final four, or not even just final four, any couples that leave together, I'm sure that first hotel night when they're in the same room together, it probably feels the same.
Yes.
Like, oh, it's
they're
just us.
just used
And
to
we know it's season 6.
like Kada. They're used to these
Yeah.
people that are so ready to jump bones going in there and not being nervous.
Mhm.
But
She's
even
already
that's
nervous.
kind
He
of
was
nervous.
nervous.
It's just that Kada was so assertive with it. You know what I'm saying? But most people are nervous.
Yeah, and we know in season 6 that's when they all like did it in the hotel after the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Hamden says, my wife and I had to do long distance while I was going through my PhD, but then again, we were already married before that. Fair. But also, I think this happens a lot when people do go through medical schooling. I know my cousin, who is an OBGYN, her and her husband were long distance for a while too. And now they're not. She got placed in some place that she wanted to be, and he is working a job that's near there, so that it works out, but it does take a while. It does take.
I think if both people are just on the same type of time, same type of energy, know exactly what they want. Like, I don't want to do long distance if I can help it, but if y'all are one accord, you can make it work.
I don't know if I could do it because quality time is like my.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
It didn't work, obviously, but I've done it before. I've tried.
Yeah,
I might could do like a month or two, but you pushing it.
Yeah. Kada does pull Trinity to tell her the good news, because guys,
I'm in a situationship. I'm sorry.
she is exclusive with
who she's been with since day 2.
Okay.
And Dreadful Ruby also points out money really helps,
which is what I think Carl's point was.
Yes, he's like,
we got the money. We'll be
right.
So Trinity says, "So you're in a situationship," and they laugh.
Trinity's being serious.
Don't yuck my yum.
Well, that's like, yes, I think Kada felt she laughed either a little too hard or a little too
hard with the girls. I mean, you only got Clam Slam on your side, being like, no, you know something off. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest. Cash from season 3 was like, it is pretty clear that Zach is just stringing you along.
That's really what he's doing. Because if he really wanted to be your boyfriend and make you his girlfriend, he wouldn't have done the exclusive thing. He would have just said, when we get out of here, I'll make you my girlfriend.
Exactly. He's playing the game. And Charlie on online trying to take up for him. Like, please, both of y'all are embarrassing.
Yeah. Because I mean, we heard that from like even Serena and Cordell. Like, people were like, oh, see, she doesn't like him. She doesn't want to be with him because she's saying she doesn't want him to do boyfriend and girlfriend in the villa. I said, she said she doesn't want to be boyfriend and girlfriend in the villa. There's a difference. That when we get outside, because she said when we get outside, I want that to be a us thing
between us. Yeah.
She didn't say I don't want to be your girlfriend. She said when we get outside, I want that to be a private thing for us.
Exactly.
And it happened within 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it happened within 2
interviews, and then he asked her to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And as somebody else pointed out, and I'm going to point out, they also didn't sleep with each other in the villa,
exactly.
Even though they were together from day 1.
Yeah,
with a slight break on after Casa. So I don't know why people are using Serena and Cordell consistently for stuff that don't make sense. First of the long distance, then I saw this one. Well, Serena and Cordell, they took 2 months to become boyfriend. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I even had to tweet about it. I'm like, that's not what happened. They closed off officially in the villa on day 24. The show ended on day 32. And then within 2 weeks before the reunion, They were boyfriend and girlfriend, guys.
Now, if you want to say the I
rented out
love
that old
you,
restaurant she used to work at and asked her.
yeah, if you want to say the I love yous were 2 months later, sure. Sure. But not the asking of the girlfriend and boyfriend. And that with 6, the only couple that became boyfriend and girlfriend was Kayla and Aaron. Yeah. Kendall didn't even ask Nicole.
Kendall didn't even
ask. Let's be real.
Yeah. And I understand this. I don't have a problem if you don't want to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I said this last episode. I don't have a problem if you don't want to be boyfriend or girlfriend in a villa. I think it is very fair to want to come outside, see how the outside works,
and then decide.
But
he just shouldn't have said anything. She didn't need you to say anything.
Or just talk about y'all's outside moves.
Right.
Like, on the outside, I want to make sure I come to New Hampshire, you come to Australia, blase, and then we'll figure out, because again, we're long distance. Are you going to stay in LA with your brother for a bit? Am I moving somewhere else? Like, y'all got to talk about some stuff too, because y'all in different areas as well. And it's actually the worst distance between everybody.
Yeah.
Unless he moves to LA with Charlie.
Unless he moves. Yeah.
And it's still New Hampshire versus
and
LA.
It's still New Hampshire to LA.
He has to move. So it's still like, that's the conversation I need to be hearing from Zach and Kata.
Exactly.
Not
that's what I need to not. I like. We just want to meet each other's family. Do I understand wanting to come outside, date? Yes.
He just didn't have to answer that. He just could have there. You just could have kept it how it was and just talked about the future.
Yeah. I didn't.
But he wanted to do something because Bryce had asked Trinity, and he wanted to do something, but he's not doing it.
Bryce convinced him he needed to do something in order to win this show. Hamden says, girl, Kata girl. I think it just kids these days with all these pointless labels. I got married at 24. My wife is 23, and we went from our first date to boyfriend and girlfriend within a month later, and then engaged a year later. And again, if you know, you know. So sometimes this is why I'm saying, like, the labels don't need to be there, but you have to have a plan, people.
Yeah, if you're like, oh, we're exclusive, I would have been like, okay, so you're making me your girlfriend when we get out here, right? A week later. Yeah. Like she didn't ask enough questions for me.
She didn't. She just let Zach do
what our Aquariuses don't link. Because I would have been like, what's the plan when we get out of here? Because we ain't 15, 16. What's the plan?
Right.
And Jeffrey says Scott and Leanne did it that way, which is why I always said people were like, oh, well, he's not trying to make him. I said, no, he's doing it probably. One, they're going to be long distance. Two, he wants her to meet all his family. He wants to make sure that they both acclimate to each other's lifestyles. Right. Three, they had a little blip and then they came back together, and they wanted to make sure that out of there that they were copacetic. He asked her to be his girlfriend within less than a month.
Exactly. That man is in love with that girl. Okay.
He is. It's just how he talks about it. Like, I just don't see him trying or really indicating that he will work to make it happen. But I don't believe Zach anyway. So I agree with you. I don't believe Zach anyway. But also when you add to it how he's moving and what he's saying, it's like he intends on stringing you along, girl. Like, I don't know.
At the very least, he probably should have closed off when he got back from Casa.
Yeah.
And I don't think nobody would have said anything. But using the word exclusive and all of them, like, I'm like, Melanie, like, I've heard that term, but what's the point? Like,
so somebody says he is bringing. I said it too. Somebody said like he is approaching Love Island USA very Love Island UK-ish.
Yeah, and we haven't had a Brit do that yet. Like, Zia didn't do it, Miguel didn't do it, right? Like, Liv didn't bring over Australia's stuff. No, they're just themselves. But he is really trying to make this UK's, and it's not.
Yes. And Jeffrey says, exclusive wasn't a thing in my day. I will say, exclusive was definitely a thing.
Exclusively dating.
It's exclusively dating. Like, there's dating, and then you decide, hey, I want to just date and see, like, if this is gonna work out for us. And again, then you're not
believe in doing it though. Because if I'm just doing that, I could just be your girlfriend. I don't believe in it.
I agree with you, but I'm saying it's a thing. I am saying it is a thing, right? And it's not necessarily a relationship, because honestly, y'all are not necessarily fucking.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
y'all are just you and him dating. That's it.
Like, I'm only dating you, you're dating me. But the plan should be then I'm becoming your girlfriend.
Right, because maybe you don't see each other every day. Maybe you're only able to see this person once a week or whatever it is. So you're like, okay, like working towards, hey, I want to see you every day. You're the person I want to see when I wake up. You're the person I want to see when I go out. Those types of things. So it's definitely a thing. I just don't understand why it's a thing
For
in
them.
the villa.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be, especially when y'all been in there now for 6 weeks.
Correct.
You know, I would understand if that came out of somebody who got with a Casa person.
Yes, and I agreed with Trinity later. I think it was Trinity who said, "No, where we are is the talking stage.
That's the talking stage. This is the dating.
yeah.
This is the talking. This is the dating.
And then when you close off, you're just dating each other.
Plus us. We're not. Nobody walks in here. We're not going to be entertaining them. And you have to, when you close off, you have to mean it.
Yeah.
And then when we get outside, you make me your actual girlfriend.
Or you do it on the show before the finale. And you're just like, hey, you know what? I realized like I can't wait. I just wanted to just be up. I'm gonna do it now. Kayla says I've listened to a second. We'll see you later. Bye.
Y'all gonna watch.
Yes. Okay. Jessica also thinks it's funny that they were in the bottom. Kida wants to keep bringing up that they've been together since day 3, but now exclusive is just fine. These don't equate to me. That's what I'm saying. She
just accepts whatever he gives her.
She doesn't want it.
If he would have asked her to be his girlfriend, she would have said yes. She over there saying, no, we don't need that. I don't want that either. But that's a lie. Because if he would have asked you, you would have said yes.
That's why she was so quick to tell Trinity, I'll be a girlfriend soon. I'll be one. And it's like, you don't have to do that. Like,
TA feels that Situationship Gate was a mess. Gen Alpha and Gen Zers with all these confusing labels. But I feel like if you don't put labels, that's how you get into a situationship. So I understand the need for putting a label. I understand for checking in and saying, what are we, where are we going, what we're going to do. I don't have a problem with that. I just feel like this situation does not make sense for what their journey has been.
Right.
Or what their journey is going to be.
Yeah. Right? Like if Anaya went up to those girls and said, yeah, me and Carl are exclusively dating. Okay, so when y'all get out of here, y'all just dating each other just to see. Like, yeah, we haven't had as much time as everybody else. So we're going to wait till you're on the outside, date a little bit, but focus on each other. And then, I might become his girlfriend. The girls will probably be like, got it. With Kata, no, babe, it's a situationship.
Right.
It's a situationship. Like,
y'all have been together since day 3. Y'all been fucking since week 2. And then
come on.
Yeah. Y'all about to meet the family. There's just no need for that. Y'all might as well just become boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah. So Kata says, shut up, bitch. This is not a situationship. But listen, Trinity was jumping up and down and hugging her and said, yay. So situationship be damned. She was happy for her.
Yeah.
And Kata says, I know he's like so excited for me to meet his family. And I'm like, stop. And she's like, I'm so happy. And Kata's like, right. And Trinity's like, bitch, I'm happy for you. What the fuck? And Kata says, hey, he's going to be my boyfriend soon. So you see what the thought is in her head.
Yeah.
I would take boyfriend, but he wants to do this way. So I'm going to take what he gives me, which is also very fair. But understand at some point, Kata, you have got to get him to put up or shut up. And that's my problem with Kata. She hasn't done it yet.
No.
Yeah. But she's also 22.
That is also a
fact. And he's older. So.
Okay. And Trinity says, yeah, he is, bitch. And she ITMs to us. I'm super happy for her. Like, that's my girl. I love them. I love that. I love them so much. Like, they're definitely my faves. Mm-hmm. Don't tell nobody in here, but I feel like everybody already knows that. And I said, yes, we do.
We do.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Trinity says, I agree. I mean, honestly, she's been probably the closest one to their situation because they're boys are friends and they're friends. So she loves them. Yeah. That's her favorite couple in the villa. I mean, I think that's very fair. Trinity says, I agree, bitch. Kata says, we get each other. I love you. I love you. So bedtime arises and Zach, back with his pot stirring.
Of course.
Tries to trip up Carl. Carl didn't fall for it.
Because what was the purpose of asking him what his type was?
Again, he's trying to trip him up.
Yeah, just trying to cause a wedge in between somebody who he sees as being strong. Somebody did tweet. They was like, I am noticing how y'all only keep asking this question to Carl and Bryce.
Bryce. Yep.
Y'all only asking to nobody else.
Yeah. The only thing they asked KC when he was with Anaya was like, oh, are you good with Anaya? Meaning, we know that she has to be your type, and you
There's
and her.
no way she's not your type.
There's no way she's not your type. You've got, so it's just like, if y'all are good, meaning if y'all aren't good, it's Anaya's fault. Right? Right. And so he's kept saying, yeah, we're good. We're okay. But they weren't good because one, she's probably not his type. And two, they weren't good because he wasn't really into her.
Yeah.
And now people are like, oh, wow, the way Anaya is with Carl, she was never into KC. And I said, I don't think this says she was never in KC. I think she understood that KC wasn't into her. So every time he dropped a red flag, she was like, oh, wait, I was getting into this, but.
Now her body actually was reacting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Her body was reacting to it. Her brain was like, her body was like, nah, girl.
It's not working. It's not working.
She was able to give herself to him.
Jessica says Zach was trying to plot on Carnaya because Carl has said the same thing about his type since the beginning. Pretty tall, athletic, essentially Anaya. And also we're in the last week, so why we asked about types. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Chijoy. What was that? So yeah, he asked Carl what's his type, and Carl says, I like pretty tall and athletic girls. And Zach says, oh, pretty much Anaya. Carl, yeah, dude, she's great. So again, Carl did not do what some of these other men have done when Zach tries to trip them up. Fall into the trap.
Right.
Good for him. Back in the hideaway, again, Sincere, Melanie talking, kissing. They had a good time. Kata and Zach, Kata tells Zach and Bad that Trinity says it's a situationship, but it's not a situationship. And this is when we begin to see that she felt a way about the situationship talk.
But she only felt a way because, like Trinity. Had Trinity not said anything, Kata would have been fine.
Correct.
Because I think she just sat with it and she stewed on it, and she was like, one side of her is like, well, why can't my friend be happy for me? But then the other part of her is just like, but I don't want a situationship. So yeah.
And then everybody but Brinity and Kira make out, including Mel and Sincere in the highway. And then in the middle of the night, Anaya gets a text. Wakes her up.
You were trying to figure out how that phone went off and nobody heard it.
I feel like somebody comes in and already wakes up whoever it is, and then they walk out, and then that person just rolls over and gets the phone.
I think it probably goes off, and it doesn't go off loudly. Because I'm not sure where if they usually have their phones in the room. I've never actually thought about that.
They probably do.
They do because they be getting texts in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm saying, like, if they're not going to get a text in the morning, is the phone usually in the room?
Oh, I don't know.
So the text says girls, you deserve some time away from the villa and the boys, so get ready to leave for a girls' day. And Anaya sneaks and she does some 007, some Charlie's Angel shit to get all the girls awake. TT almost punched her in the face, if you notice.
Like, girl, are you not living right? Why are you yelling so hard?
Did she be having night scare?
Like, what's going on?
And so then a bunch of them sneak into the hideaway and get Melanie. That was funny. They were going to get Melanie out.
Never woke up. It's crazy to me.
I would have woke up. I would have felt.
I don't sleep that deep, honestly.
I can sleep deep, but not in a place that's unfamiliar to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So they get ready and leave, and the boys wake up confused. Where are the girls? Sincere wakes up confused to hell. I was like, he was so confused. He's like, "Where's Melanie?"
He like, today out of all days, I wanted to do some more stuff up in here in the morning.
But again, the Love Island gods was like, Sincere, you got enough. Whatever y'all did. Boys talk about breakfast without the girls. Did y'all have anything to say about this? Because I was just like shaking my head at some of them. I was just
Girl
like,
was the only one making sense.
I noticed who was missing their person and who was acting like they were relieved about it.
That's why I said
Yeah.
Carl was the only one making sense.
Yeah, basically Carl. Carl's the only one that missed his girl.
Yeah.
And he acted like that too when he came back. Everybody else was like, "Oh, you're back," and I was like, "Carl, the only one." Carl's like, "Where did you go?" Everybody else is like, "Oh, you're back!" Like, "Oh, so this is it? They're back." And then Carl was like, "Oh, where'd you go?" Like, I don't understand. Why'd you leave me here? So the girls go to a water park, and we did see this water park in season 7 because that is the date that Jeremiah and Huda
went. Yeah.
And so they have a ball, riding rides, riding all the water rides. And Ian says this year was so concerned for Melanie's safety that he went back to sleep for 2 hours. And I actually that's what
I'm in here by myself.
They probably was like, you could just stay here a little bit longer.
I don't blame them.
I would have slept in there too. I don't got to go into the kitchen.
I want to break from these people. Sometimes you just want to break from everybody.
Cases, Bryce also said he missed the girls.
He might have.
Not at first, but then he came back and said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sincere chats the boys. Apparently they didn't have sex. He was pretty good in this conversation. I'm gonna give Sincere that. He didn't get too salacious.
No, he really was trying to be respectful of Melanie. I think they had discussed not telling anybody anything,
Yeah. But Melanie and the girls chatting, she said they might have did a little French fry.
Mm-hmm.
They might do a little French fry. And then Kenzie talks about her and Dylan about their situation. I skipped that because I'm just like, I'm over y'all too. Like over. And so she, TT cries about Casey. Never had someone like him. He wants to introduce her to his family. She loves herself some him. And the girls hug her because she starts crying. And again, sometimes
I be thinking she performing because he ain't done nothing. What has he
just missing everything? I ain't seen nothing that man has done to make you feel special besides choose you.
Yeah. I do sometimes feel like TT might be performing, not just for us, but for the girls in the villa, just to feel like she's included. But honestly, whatever she's doing is working because the girls do include her. Because honestly, people are like, "Oh, they're mean. They subjected Soul to all this bullying." And then Jen comes out and she's like, "No, this girl's real. Like, if I didn't have them, I don't know what I would have done." And honestly, for all anybody has to say about TT and the girls having whatever situations they had coming in, they have embraced her and her relationship with Casey. Exactly. And we know they don't like Casey like that no more. Exactly. So they do hug her, and Casey tells the boys that he wants to make TT his girlfriend, which I'm just like, I am so confused. Y'all were laughing at Trinity and Bryce.
They were.
Yeah, you and Corbin were like, "Oh, you don't understand. Like, why these girls stuck on y'all for 3 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks since Casa?"
To close off with Parmita right when they got back from Casa, and now you want to make TT your girlfriend after a week.
And this is why, again, what we said with Dylan, I can't take y'all seriously.
Exactly.
I can't take y'all seriously.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I don't never take risks. This is me taking a risk." Okay, take your risk, buddy. Back to Tristan.
Jessica feels the guys minus Carl were annoying. Me when they kept trying to get Sincere to say what him and Melanie did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did really good. For all that our hate for not our, I don't hate Sincere, but there's a lot of people that hate Sincere. For a lot of, I feel like the girls weren't there. He could have said whatever he wanted to in this conversation, but he was very fair to Melanie in this conversation, which it's bare minimum, but not necessarily in Love Island. That's actually.
And Bryce and them kept wanting him to say stuff because they came back and told. Did they do butt stuff and all that kind of because they told all their business, so they want him to.
I don't even know if the guys even know Bryce and Trinity have done stuff besides that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Kate says that all Casey has done has been black and attractive, and sadly for some women, that's enough.
He's not even as attractive no more.
And he's not. I'm telling you, like
not to me, but to her, yes. And you're right. That is sad.
It's been oozing out. He don't look the same.
Not to me either. And something happened with his hairline.
He doing it himself.
Mm-hmm. Anaya talks about her and Carl talking about what they will do when they get out of here, and she feels every time she talks about him, she just smiles. And Melanie said, "Yeah, showing all 32." Trinity talks about her by spilling his feelings and soul's ties, that he was locked in on her face, and she feels like he makes her feel beautiful, and she feels like when they're separated from each other in the villa, he looks for her. So they had a good night. And then Kata and Zach says that her and Zach are exclusive, and she's like, and it's not a situationship. A situationship is messy. Trinity, no, it is not. And I agree with Trinity here. Huh?
I said it can be or it cannot be. It just
I was going to say a situationship is not always messy. There are very well planned and worked out situationships.
Because they just don't want to commit to each other. They're just like, look, I'm doing me, you doing
long-term
you.
ones too.
We doing each other.
That's the thing. That's the difference between a relationship and a situationship. One lacks commitment and accountability, and the other one doesn't. And that's the only difference. So it's not because it's messy. It does not have to be messy. It just means that you lack accountability and commitment. That's it.
That's it. Kata says, well, I'm not calling this a situationship. I feel like a situationship, you like don't hang out really. You're fucking, you just get together in bedrooms and shit, and then you fuck, and then that's it. That's not what a situationship is.
That's one version.
That is one version of a situation.
That's a version.
That's a version of a situation. A situationship is being in a connection with somebody, and you guys have no label.
You're doing everything that the label would have.
Yes, but you don't have the label because the man or said woman, usually it's the man, doesn't want to have to be accountable to you. They want to use phrases like Zach has already been using. It's not like we're together. It's not like we're in a relationship.
You're not my girlfriend.
It's not like we're together. He's been saying that the whole time. And he wants to be able to continue to say that when he at the club in LA with Charlie. When he's back in Australia and girls flocking up to him or in his DM or boys or whatever, he wants to be able to say to you, but we're not together. I'm just saying.
Fair.
You have to slide in the or boys.
Fair. But yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, situationship is a connection built the way that you and your connected partner decide it is. Whether it means that you guys date once a week, go back home, have a night sesh, go home, stay together, whatever it looks like. That's what a situationship is. You are dating with no title in a way that people are looking at you like, well, you doing everything but have the title. Why don't you just
get the title?
Just get the title.
He don't want to give it to me because he don't want to be accountable to me.
No. Because he think he might find better on the outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jessica says, now why would Kata set herself up like that?
Because she's the one that brought it up. She brought it up.
22. She's 22, babe. She's 22. So again, Anaya says, well, yeah, but that's also like there's also heavy talking. Y'all are heavy talking. also fair, but they're also having sex tonight. I know you're on the other side of the room, but they be having sex on the other side. And Naya says, when I hear exclusive, I think dating. Anaya, you're correct.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. That's what it should be.
This is the dating.
And Kate says, yeah, exclusive is we're heavily dating each other. Cool. I need to see that. And Naya says, so yeah, y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend. Because y'all are also fucking.
Like, everybody gets it. Only one she had on her side was Kenzie.
Yeah. And Kata says, no, we're not at that point yet. Like, I just want to experience the outside world with him. And then we're going to be girlfriend and boyfriend, though. So, like it's real. Don't yuck my yum.
Don't yuck my yum.
You're yucking
okay,
it,
girl. You got it.
You got
like it. You love it. All right.
I've had to say to these girls, you got it. So many times. I just, I don't know. But listen, Mel says, congratulations. That's all that matters, Queen. And Dreadful really feels like, I think Trinity should have dropped it, but it's clear does feel a way about it. She wouldn't have asked. what did he ask to TT if she didn't feel?
But dreadful Ruby, Kata brought it up. Trinity did not bring it up. Kata brought it up at the
Said it's not a situationship.
She brought it up.
She did.
So therefore, I mean, it's nothing for Trinity to drop. She didn't bring it up.
Yeah. And I also feel like if she didn't care so much, like even when she talked to the girls at the water park the next day, and she could have just been like, yeah, me and Zach are exclusive. Trinity trying to say it's a situationship. I don't think it is. I know what we're doing, and that's all that matters. That is. Nobody's going to come back at you.
They would have been like, okay, girl. They would have been like, oh,
done.
They'd have been like, period. Exactly.
They were like, okay, sis.
Yes.
She seemed defensive. Like she had to just overly explain, that's not what we're doing. And the girls are just like, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
because sure. She knows.
Now, the boys set up a photo booth scavenger hunt for Casey's girlfriend proposal. Okay. And then the girls come back. And a lot of kisses. I missed you. Like we said, Carl said, where did you go? And they tell them they're going to be jealous. And I said, y'all sure as heck are. And they said, we went to the water park.
Zach was so mad.
Zach, I'm devastated. Like, I'm really, really jealous. So then Mel and Sincere separate and they go have a conversation because according to Melanie, what did she say? I think Dreadful Ruby said it here. Didn't she say something about Don and the Dash? And she sure did. She said it was a booty call.
Basically, because she does
ask him what
note, Aileen, nothing.
Yeah, she does ask him though. What did he tell the boys? And he's like, no, I was good. I didn't tell them anything. Like they were trying to get it out of me, but I didn't tell them anything. And she's like, well, I told them we did a little something. But again, they were respectful about it. Kata tells Kenzie that she's upset and that she thinks that it's a situation. That they think it's a situationship.
She keep bringing it up.
Hamden has a point here that Kata is just misdirecting her anger towards the girls, whereas her real qualm is with that colonizer. Period.
Exactly, Hamden. Exactly.
She ain't asking that man enough questions. She ain't getting on to him. She just letting him slide.
And Kay agrees. Like Kata is defensive because deep down she knows it's true. She's not actually okay with it.
She wants to be his girlfriend, and she's been wanting to be his girlfriend.
And so I don't know what she wants from people because, like Trevor Ruby says, why are you so defensive? If you don't care, and she cares. Yes. Mary, yes, the finale is Sunday.
I also think not only does she care because of what the Islanders are saying, but also the fact that we're watching it.
Yep.
It's like the public also probably is thinking it's a situation. It's not. It's like the compatibility one. She was in the confessionals. Like, we are compatible, America.
Right.
Because again, I do think that's probably what hurt her with Trinity because she's like, well, girl, I'm trying to make this Final Four, and you like
a lot of little things in there.
Yeah, but she does that. She does that just like the compatibility. I don't care. The next morning you crying. And then you keep talking about it. You do care. Stop trying to act like you don't care. You're trying to be a hard rock when you really are a gem. Like you do care.
It's okay. Mm-hmm. We cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
we don't like being vulnerable.
Yeah, she also feels like Kata. She doesn't think Kata's making this Final Four, and I think that's Kata's problem. Like she might not be making this Final Four.
Yeah,
and so she's trying to like make her case. Trying to make this case like we good, like we have a plan, like we're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, like right outside of this.
But you're the only one saying that.
But yes, but that's what Kay said. Trinity blew up her spot, and she's like, "Why are you doing that?" I was already in the bottom. Like we need to not do this.
I would have told her that in the bathroom when our titties are out.
Mm-hmm. While we changing our bathing suits, like
show it, like girl, y'all in a situationship.
Yeah, right.
That whole conversation.
Yeah. So that yes, Kenzie agreed with her, and she's like, y'all are good, y'all are strong. This is going to be great right outside of here. I believe in you.
Yeah,
that's what she wanted from Trinity. But Zach joins, and I feel like they kind of insinuated that Trinity and Bryce moved too fast.
Yeah.
here. They do it again later.
They do.
And again, this is also the fact that this how they make this final is y'all keep throwing y'all friends under the bus and y'all not helping yourselves, but we already voted, so I don't know. In my way. Jessica does hope the same thing I do, that she makes it though, because
I do hope that.
Great, yeah. I pray people just locked in. They ain't got to win.
Yeah. They ain't got to
win. A certain person up out of there.
I've tried. I've done all I can do. I've done all I can do.
So nighttime comes and Anaya gets a new rig from Trinity. Now, people were mad that Trinity pointed this out, and I'm just like, well, one, maybe the producers had them point it out. So I'm like, her hair did
from Trinity?
Yes.
Because what's the name was like, you got a new wig on, and then Trinity was like, yeah, I got a new wig on. And she said that about herself, and she never referred to Anaya. She never said Anaya. They never said Anaya, because I went back and looked at it again because I saw all of that discord on the thing, and I'm like, I don't know, because
I thought she said something about the something about her having to stop because otherwise she was gonna take her wig back.
Well,
she said, I'm gonna take my wig off.
I'm gonna take my wig off.
Take my wig off.
That's what Trinity said.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But did she gesture to herself or did she just say it?
No, she's saying I'm gonna have to take mine, because like Anaya looks really good in the new wig, and Trinity's like, yeah, I gotta take mine off, like mine off that she currently had on her head. So I was confused how people knew it was Trinity's. I mean,
but then so maybe it's not Trinity's.
But I don't know.
I think she was saving it until like the last, you know what I mean, or I don't know, because what's the name also had on a new wig, TT.
Yeah,
and Anaya was combing that.
I mean, they went to a water park. Their wigs were all fucked up. There's no reason why anybody should be like concerned the fact that it got pointed out that they were all wearing new pieces.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I got.
As Jessica said, we black. It's not a big deal for us to talk about our wigs on.
Yeah. Right. Well, even if it is Trinity's wig, it doesn't matter. Right. It's not that.
I mean, Love Island is now selling bonnets. Love Island is selling bonnets. Did y'all see that?
Okay, so this is what they said. She said, I will take my wig back after Anaya said she was going to take everybody's man.
I thought she said take my wig off. Okay. I must not have heard back.
Because that's the part that I was seeing as well.
Yeah.
But again, I was also had it on 4 times speed. So sometimes I don't catch every syllable. Yeah. So again, even if it was her wig, it looks pretty. It looks pretty, and it's similar to the wig she was wearing, just longer and more not as like kinky. It was just wet and wavy. Kay says, I think TT just took her Fulani braids out and then put her wig back up. Here.
Child, I don't know nothing about wigs. I don't know nothing about, I pay somebody to do my hair. I pay somebody to do my nails. I am not one of the people. I don't know how to do nothing myself. So you I didn't even know that was the name of the braids. So whatever. Yeah,
after my surgery, I had to cut my hair, so you see my hair is short. But I do know about wigs. I usually do my own wigs, but I know people get them installed. I just refuse to pay money to get my wigs installed because I need to be able to have them breathable. So so Dylan and Kenzie check in, and she takes accountability, which is basically what Dylan's been asking for 2-3 episodes now. So I moved on from that, and so is he. Casey and Sincere chat, TT is worthy to be my girl. She puts up with me. I'm like, if y'all take this red pill motherfucker to this finale.
I'm telling you, if they do, Love Island is going to have to go through so many comments and be like, okay. Because they're going to lose a good core fandom of like who watches this show. Because if this was any other season, Casey would not be here right now for Family Day. He would have already been gone.
Okay. He already be gone.
He would have already been voted out.
Yeah.
He would have been gone. So
the factor that people are keeping it in because they voted for him.
Yeah, like he would have at least been in that bottom 3, and the cast would have stayed like Huda. We kept trying to get Huda out. The cast kept keeping her in. But
they voted for him because they set up against him.
They're betting on him or
You're
something.
betting.
And the fact that y'all even integrated that here in the US, this betting bullshit that's about to affect the show is bullshit.
I'm so mad. It's almost like you want the men to stop watching. Like, go back to watching something else.
There's so much sports on.
It's so much sports on. Watch the WNBA if you're bored. Like, something for everybody. World Cup. Go bet on those things. Kata cries to Zach. She's upset. She's being antisocial. And I was just like, oh God, here we go. And the girls chat, and Trinity insists it's a situationship. And Mel and Naya don't necessarily disagree, but they're also like, well, if Kata is good, so are we.
It's whatever.
And again, this is like the Melanie and Sincere situation. That's how they are. They're gonna support her. If she like it, we love it. That's their philosophy.
We'll be there for her no matter what.
So Zach says, I'm not making you my girlfriend in here for the sake of it. That's a big deal. And I'm going to be fair that I at least respect this. Because he could, just to take it back, just to win the show. But I also need my girl to open up her eyes and see what he's doing. Because again, we saw Nick do very similar things with Sierra. Because he didn't plan on making that girl his girlfriend.
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, we're together in here. In here.
Yes. But he would say it. He would say it. She wasn't listening, but he would say it. And he never promised her anything. He never promised her anything. He was careful not to do that.
But I feel like Zach's doing the same thing. He's like, we have to come out
with his words. And Kata is the type that is like, okay, I'll take that. Like she's not asking questions. She's not following up. She's not trying to read between the lines. She's just taking whatever he says.
And Sierra was too much trying to play the game that she was just taking whatever she could get from Nick at that point.
Yeah.
And Kata says, I know it doesn't matter what they think, but it just hurts. And she says, especially it upsets her from Trinity, who is her biggest friend in there. And she's also the biggest one not supporting her. And then she again throws shade. Well, I'm happy you're a girlfriend, but everybody moves at different speeds, and it's okay if we want to fucking wait until the outside, which is also very fair.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And that's, I think most people would agree with that. We do.
It's fair to not want to do it inside. Like, it's not that we don't understand. It's just what you and Zach are doing. This doesn't make sense for y'all's coupling. That's the issue.
Yeah. And again, Trinity and Anaya continue talking. Again, they feel like in here is the talking stage. So if you've been together for a long time, when you move out of here, you should be trying to get serious about what you actually want from a person. But again, they support Kata. If she's okay with it, they're just going to be okay with it. But Kata ITM something about not being happy again, and Trinity upsetting her. And then again, Kata and Zach are still talking about Bryce and Trinity in this second conversation that they have. And I'm just like, guys, y'all are not helping this case because people got to fucking go with it.
Exactly.
It's really bothering her because she ain't even thinking about the show.
That's what I'm saying. If you're okay with it, why are you continuing to talk to him about it?
I think ultimately she just feels like they're not, like the group doesn't support. And it's like, girl, not that they don't support. They're just saying like that's what it looks like on the outside.
Correct.
That's it. But it doesn't matter.
They're trying to help you see that maybe this is why people also are not supporting you.
Why y'all were in the bottom. Now, can I say, I think we kind of skipped over it, but when all the girls except Anaya and Kata are talking, so Kenzie, TT, Trinity, and Melanie, and Kenzie's like, yeah, so if it was like the three of us down there, who was
yes. So that was episode 30 that you missed.
Oh, that was 30? Okay. Yeah. I knew, look, they were blended together, but the screen took me out because they were all like, and then Melanie.
And Melanie was like, I don't want to
focus on that. I don't even want to think about it.
That was the funniest shit that has happened all season. I'm telling you right now. The crickets.
TT's gold. Trinity's like,
Kenzi's looking up like, like, how would that work?
Everybody, they was standing around like, and Titi was looking like, why do I always get pulled?
Why are you always pulling me into your conversations, Kenzie?
And then finally, Melly was like, let's not even talk. We don't even need to focus
We don't even think about that. Mel's like, we hate to vote as it is. Let's not.
Right.
So then we get Casey and TT's proposal goes around the entire villa, picks up, from the photo booth to every little,
to the kitchen, to the fire pit, to the stand,
to the dog.
Kay said heard the crickets and that owl. Sure did. And the villa.
And TT has to say, Zach, what's going on? Because you don't even talk to me. Isn't that telling? You don't even talk to me. So I know something going on.
Not surprised.
And you have him bring her to the dog.
Because I'm not surprised, guys. Anyway.
And then Kata has to watch.
I'll tell you, I know it was sick.
Zach's friendships out of here are going to be very tricky, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be really
but he takes her to the dock and like bends down. Can you or will you be my girlfriend? And she cries. And
let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. When it was time for Dylan, because Dylan and Carl had to start it off, right? When it was time for Casey was trying to get him the signal, right? And Dylan was ready. He was like, and Carl was so enamored with Anaya in that green dress. And I don't blame him because I was like, she wearing that green dress. Carl was not trying to move. He was happy where he was at. Like, now we got to go do this right now.
If you see the photos of them from I was like, that man is up. Like, he is stuck. Like, this was them, like,
she was wearing that green dress, though, won't she?
She was wearing that dress. Oh, good. Jessica says Carl keeps a hand on Anaya at all times. I love to see it. He was so engrossed in Anaya that he forgot his part in case he schemed.
He
did. Now Jessica feels the scavenger hunt wasn't even that good. Just a bunch of photos with no words of affirmations or riddles. Like if he really cared, he would have had words describing their moments in different spots. But again, he's not. That's not him.
I think that's why he was using the guys, because the guys are just supposed to describe what the picture was to help her figure out where to go next.
And it wasn't about like her for him. It's about him like accepting her because she's worthy to be accepted.
So
he's worthy to be accepted by him in his thick white socks and black patent leather shoes with them
big oversized pants.
And cases Zach doesn't talk to none of the black. He talks to Trinity because he has to. Because when he tried to bring up the Trinity, that almost backfired on his ass.
He talks to Anaya. If you ever
look at
Zach or with Anaya,
I will give him that. He does talk to Anaya.
He doesn't talk to Melanie.
He does talk to Melanie. Kay says the fact that Casey had to bring TT to the dock says a lot. I think again, it feels like Casey feels like Zach's his friend. Again, we said this back at week 3 before they went into Casa. He did not realize that Zach is his aunt. Now he might get a little clue about it on Family Day, or he might not know until he gets out of this villa.
Right.
Or he might not pick up on it at all.
Or he might not pick up at it at all, or he's not going to care because
one of his 17 siblings going to tell him. They got to.
They will. I think they will. But again, he might not care because let's say Zach has some proximity to popularity. He might not care.
Yeah, he might not care.
So that also happens. Anyway, that is it for this episode. We are on to Family Day, which has already started. So we will be back in a few hours. We're going to watch the episode and we will come back and give you our thoughts on tonight's episode. And then again, I don't think we're going to get vote results tonight.
They said
Friday. Ian said Friday already.
Yeah. So we will get vote results on Friday. So enjoy Family Day. If you are watching it or about to go head in and watch it, and we'll be back to discuss what happens on Family Day. I'm excited for Family Day. Kay said, "Yep." Casey saw Anaya as a bigger up than Zach, and that was half of his problem. So.
Mhm. If you are still here, yes, I've lost my fave Casa girl. I did. She is no longer a client.
Oh
yeah, because she was a client of yours. You did like her.
Well, she was going to be a client because I hadn't, gave anybody that spot yet. She was going to possibly be one, but
no, we were trying to give her a little bit, and then we dropped her.
You got to go sit beside Soul now on the curb.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, how are you defending Sincere? See, I don't have a problem with you defending Sincere. I have a problem with you putting Melanie down when Sincere is the one that fucked you up.
Because you're
contradicting. She wouldn't even say her name. She wouldn't even say her name.
She said her name in one of the clips, but it's like you are saying that Sincere is this great, amazing, intellectual, wonderful man who you see a friendship with, but Melanie's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're still praising him, so why is she? Why are you being negative about her?
Yeah, like, I don't understand why she went back. I would never be in her situation. But then you're also saying all the great and wonderful things about Sincere that would probably make somebody stay in the situation.
And putting him in your photo carousel.
Weird.
On Instagram. Exactly. You're a weird. And following him after the show.
And you're following you was Captain Save a Hoe for all the boys. Let's just keep it above.
Yeah. And I don't want to end on that note, so I'm not gonna put that up. So tell the people really quickly where they can find you, Miss T Joy.
On Instagram and Threads at Miss T Joy, on Facebook and YouTube at Miss T Joy 1334.
And Danita.
Yes, Twitter at Nitafa, Instagram _and_tweet, YouTube Danita Faith TV.
Okay. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Entertainment in Color and Entertainment in Color Media on all the rest. And we will be back in a few to discuss Family Day.
Woo woo.
Bye.
Bye.